Um, Welcome to Kiki and Kibit's 90 Day Fiancé, the other way podcast. My name is Brianna, and I'm here with a very smiley Mary. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey. How are ya?
Good. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. You're having summer over there, girl. I'm happy for
Yeah.
you. It's actually finally summer for you.
Yeah, no, we were at the beach and drinking espresso martinis. But yeah, like I just told you before we went live, my really big news of the weekend is my discovery that Fireball is good. I'm gonna make a Thanksgiving cocktail that has Fireball, Cointreau, apple
Uh-huh.
cider, cranberry juice, ginger beer,
Oh, that
and then like
sounds good.
has like apples and cranberries and stuff floating around in it and a cinnamon stick. That's how sophisticated I am. I just want everyone to know
You are
that
sophisticated,
signature,
girl.
yeah, signature cocktail.
Bougie. Bougie, bougie, bougie.
I AF girl.
So have you been drinking Fireball tonight?
No, I only had one shot,
Oh, okay.
but you look pretty stoned,
Oh yeah.
don't you, girl?
Yeah, I am. It's okay.
SSDD. I
Yeah.
tried, but I couldn't get that stoned quickly on short notice. All right, so you wanted to give some 90-day scoop, right?
Yeah,
And
why
and one of
not?
the big social media issues today is Juliana of Michael and
Yes.
Juliana is pregnant with some other man's baby and looks so happy. And I saw like the worst social media thread where people are like, she's so pretty. Why does she always go for these guys that are so ugly? And everyone else is like, money, 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 money. And I'm just like, God, like,
Like
why can't, like, what does she have to be with a guy that's good looking because that's valued so much? What if he has the same values and loves her and she loves him?
right, exactly. Like, what does looks really have to do with anything?
I know, I don't
Like,
like that shit.
yeah, me either. Me
Yeah,
either. But
bullshit.
what I found kind of amusing about this little scoop is that a lot of people were commenting that they didn't even realize that her and Michael broke up.
I did. I mean, it
I
was
mean, I did
in
too,
the
but
news.
like a
Yeah.
lot of people
Yeah.
didn't even realize. They were like, wait a
Yeah.
second, her and Michael broke up and she's
There
having a
were
new baby. They
some
were like,
big, like
what?
heavy duty social media posts about it. She did like an Instagram post that was
Yes.
pretty deep and also really bitter. And and it insinuated some stuff that really made it sound like Michael's fault, not hers. So I don't
Yes.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know them, but I hope that she's happy.
Yes, we hope that she's happy and
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah.
And
Mazel
in
tov.
other 90-day scoop, Ronald, as in Ronald and Tiffany, has a new girlfriend,
Yeah.
apparently. But Tiffany did a little question and answer segment with her Instagram followers, and she made it sound like that Ronald is just doing this to get back at her because they have this little flirty relationship going on. They're still married on paper. It's weird. They have a little flirty relationship going on
With each
and
other?
with each other. Yes.
Hmm.
And he was just mad because she told him that she really wanted just to move on.
But she's the one who's so pissed off about him being on social media with another woman.
Exactly. So that's
Yeah.
why I posted conflicting messages from Tiffany because in
Right,
one
right.
post she's like all fired up and like annoyed, and then in the next post she's calling him my silly boy.
Break
Seems
it
kind of
off, girl. Just
conflicting
break
and
that
weird.
shit right off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she
She
has
looks
lost
amazing.
50 pounds so far, she said.
She looks amazing.
She
She was
does.
beautiful at any weight.
Mm-hmm.
But I was getting concerned for her before she had the surgery because I'm like, now she's getting into like diabetes area.
Right.
Yes, she's young, but that
Yeah.
shit sneaks up
Mm-hmm.
on you.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm happy that she got weight loss surgery, as I
Right.
am also someone who had weight loss surgery and found it life changing. Anyway, so what else,
Our
girl?
favorite couple, John and Rachel, are getting together in January
Yeah,
in the
Rachel's flying
UK.
out to the
Yep,
UK.
Rachel's
Yeah.
flying out to the UK, so they're reuniting for the first time in a long time.
Right. And John Walters, unofficially off the record, told us that he's going to try to do 100 workouts between now and the time that she comes because he's gained a lot of COVID weight. He had to
Yes.
even retire some of his sweats. And I'm like, so he's going to go to the gym and then 12 hours later go back to the gym, but not work out super heavy each time. So I consulted my husband, the bodybuilding physical therapist person, about it, and he's like, he's going to get hurt. Anyway, I think we should talk about this episode.
Yeah.
This was an interesting episode. There was some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, this season in general has been a really meaty,
it's been
interesting
a
season.
really good season. I am not mad about it.
Not mad about it at
all. No. And it was way
The-
better than the last season of the other way.
Yep. I mean, the last season of Happily Ever
Depressing.
After. First of all, the last season of Happily Ever After, the 2-hour episodes seemed like they were 4 fucking hours.
I know, it was brutal. And as
Okay.
a podcaster, you have to actually pay attention to what's happening.
Yes, and I kept.
I'd be like, no.
And I remember I kept falling asleep. I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
So it would take
we
me
would
even
take
longer
snack
to watch
breaks
the
between
episode.
Libby and Andre. We would take
Right.
snack breaks. It was brutal.
I'd fall
Anyway,
asleep
so
and wake
Stephen
up
and
and go to
Alina, right? Stephen and Alina are getting married like tomorrow.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so she decides to plan a wedding overnight and get a wedding planner. That was just unusual, I thought. But it was really probably about production going, this is going to suck if you don't have a really cool looking dress.
Right, exactly.
Stuff. Yeah.
Right. But first, when they were going to the marriage office with all their documents,
yeah,
he was just like, he's just so weird. First, he's so concerned about his fucking hair. He's always like, oh, does my hair look good? And then what is this guy?
Which I understand.
I mean, Brianna, he's a guy, please. Every 5 seconds, he's like, does my hair look good, Alina?
You're so sexist.
Well, excuse me.
A guy can't be concerned about his hair.
Yes, he can, but not more than his woman. I mean, Alina looks at him like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then what is up with him and snacks? It seems like he always has.
I get him on this one too. I'm just not buying into it, Mary. I constantly am worried about my hair, and my biggest fears are being cold and not having snacks.
Would you pull out an apple in the back of a cab and start eating it? You would?
Absolutely. Okay. You wouldn't?
No, I don't know. I'm just a different breed, I guess.
Well, aren't you fancy?
No, I just can't. I don't know. Maybe it's because I live in New York and everything's so fucking nasty.
Oh my God.
And it's just ingrained in me. Everything is so fucking nasty. I can't eat in public. Unless it's obviously
you can't eat in public?
Unless it's at a restaurant or something. I can't eat like on the subway or in a cab or
I can eat anywhere. I don't care where. And on this episode, when they were showing like the Indian street vendors, I was like, I would totally fucking eat whatever they're frying up right there. Don't care. I want it. I want that. That's me. Anyway, so they go to the marriage office and he's being all twitchy and stuff. I guess he was just nervous, right? So once the papers are signed, they have to get married in 2 days.
Yes, 2 days.
So she decides, oh, maybe I should tell my mom.
Yes. That would be a good idea,
How
Alina.
excited would you be to get that little FaceTime?
I would not be fucking happy at all.
I'd be like, oh my God, I was hoping he'd really piss you off by now. Is this happening? This can't be happening. Please don't let this be happening. Is this happening? Can I remind you he cheated on you?
He is not ready to get married, Alina. He's not ready.
And mom knows what she is talking about. She is so right.
And
That dress. Yeah,
Alina
she's like,
says, I usually listen to my mom, but this time I'm
yeah.
not going to. This is the one
And
time
this
you
is the
need to,
one time.
girl.
You heard it here first, people. This is the one time you need to listen.
But I
Now
like
you're
that.
gonna suffer.
I liked the traditional Turkish wear.
Oh my God, she looked amazing. Okay, it was a little Renaissance fair-ish, but I was not mad about it. I
Not
thought
mad
she
about it
looked
at all.
amazing. And that red jacket with the gold, she looked like a literal princess. I wrote, she looks like a fucking princess. I wrote that in the notes, and then the wedding planner said it like seconds
Yes.
after me.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
he'll love it because it's offbeat and different, and that's kind of his thing. I was impressed with her for
Yes.
choosing something that different. She is being adventurous, and I applaud her. I just don't applaud her choice of Bo.
Her choice of who she's marrying.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because he's like a 5-year-old.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they all just look too young to get married.
Yeah, they do, right? I mean,
yes. They just remind me of Brandon and Julia a lot.
yes,
You know?
they do.
And the whole time I was like, these are like middle school kids, the way they act, you know?
Right? Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Anyway, so then we go to
Speaking of
Kenya.
immature,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ari and
Ari just gets on my last nerves. I mean, she's
I
all
couldn't stand her from episode 1 that she was
I know,
on, but
I know.
still.
I mean, she
Suddenly
gaslights
she's
Benny.
a victim. Exactly.
She
Let
gaslights
us not
him so
forget,
bad.
she left for 2.5 months after he begged her not to. But
Yes.
she's a victim.
Yes.
2.5 months is a long time. Why shouldn't he turn the house into a music studio? Hopefully making some money as a result. Why does she care when she's not home?
I know.
If he cheated on her, I'm all on her side. But there is no indication that that is what actually happened. So I don't like this bullshit. I agree. It's total gaslighting.
Yes, it is total gaslighting.
How did Ari come from that beautiful woman, Janice, who now, tell me, we all don't want Janice to be our mom.
Yes, we all do want Janice to be our mom.
Unlike my mom, who just calls me to yell at me. So.
I mean, Benny said having Janice there in Kenya was the best thing for their relationship because she was
be
there
a
to
good marriage counselor.
you know?
Man, Kenya looks so beautiful.
Yes,
doesn't it? Right there at the beach. I'm like, I want to go to Kenya.
I know.
Yeah.
Now,
looks beautiful.
Brianna, the question of the episode: would you ride a camel?
Hell to the fucking no. I'm not getting up on a camel. Like that camel's like 10 feet high. No.
I
Would
might.
you?
I might, depending
no
on
way.
what kind of mood I'm in that day and how many drinks I've had. I might.
Did you see that Real Housewives of New York episode where the camel takes off with Luann?
Yes, yes.
See, I'm traumatized. I'm not getting on a goddamn camel. That's crazy stuff.
Fuck that.
No. And I wouldn't take my 1-year-old baby on a camel either.
But he looked like he was having
like
so
a
much
helmet
fun.
or something. Okay, but like put a helmet on it.
I know they should put a helmet on him.
I don't like it. Or like
he
do
looked like
something like don't they have like some kind of saddle thing that goes over that has like nets on the sides so if anyone falls off they land in the net. There's no safety mechanisms on a camel.
I know.
I'm terrified, but I am aware that in other parts of the world, they're not that anal about child safety.
Yes.
All I want to say is my kid's 29 and he's alive. God willing. I made that shit happen. I didn't bring him on camels. That's all I'm saying. If you bring your baby on a camel, you get what's coming to you. That's all I say. Yeah.
But Ari is so annoying. They were talking about
her.
Janice, and she was saying, Benny said, "Oh, you learned a lot from your mom." And she's like,
Yeah.
no, you learned a lot from my mom. Like she could just never admit that
No, I
she's
know.
wrong, that it's always on Benny. Benny's always
Right.
wrong. Benny always messed up.
I know. I feel like he's becoming Corey, where he's
Yes.
just gonna take any amount of abuse from this woman.
Yes.
I find her detestable. I think she's total martyr thing going on, and I don't like it.
Mhm.
And so then, now she's never going back to Ethiopia
No,
again.
because Benny embarrassed her. So
Yeah,
she's never going back there because Benny embarrassed
ever.
her in front of
Yeah,
friends,
right,
family. Her pride is too damaged. Blah 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 blah. Me, me, me. I.
yeah,
That's all
yeah,
you ever hear coming out of
right,
Ari's mouth.
right. So because she doesn't want to go to Ethiopia, she thinks they should move to the States. And he
Yes,
just is like, okay, whatever I have to do.
right.
Because that's what I mean, that he's getting to be like Corey, like
Yeah, because he's
spineless
so
because
traumatized. He wants to keep his family. So it's like whatever
yeah,
she wants,
yeah.
I will do.
If he comes to the US, I hope he can see his other kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because that woman who took his baby away, that is a horrible person.
Yes.
I am not cool with that.
No, not cool at all.
Yeah.
Not
Anyway,
cool.
so that's what's going on with these two. And so they go to the lawyer and suddenly, bam, like it's time for his K1 visa interview.
Right.
I
In
don't know how
19
much time
days.
passed, but
Right.
like we go from like let's check in on this whole process to like bam, here comes his interview. And now suddenly she seems like she's stalling. She's like,
She
what?
doesn't
I
want to
didn't
go to.
realize it would be so soon.
Right. And then when the lawyer tells them that they have to go to Ethiopia 14 days before because of
Right.
COVID and they have to, quarantine or whatever,
Quarantine.
she's like, oh my goodness. And she's like, oh, like, but isn't that
Well,
this is what you
I'm sorry.
wanted? Isn't this
Right,
what you
but
wanted?
and she like doesn't want to go with him, and she's like, well, usually the American doesn't go in the room, right? And by the way, that's not true because again, I did marry a foreigner, and I did go. I had to go to the green card interview, and I
Right.
had to like they asked both parties questions separately,
Right. Right.
So, but she doesn't want to do it. And like at the end of the episode, she's like, I'm not going to go with you to Ethiopia. It's like, so you're not going to the visa interview? Well, maybe for a visa, it's different actually. Because what I was doing was green card interview. Like,
Okay. Right.
yeah. So I take
Right.
it back. This is a visa interview. So maybe she
Right.
doesn't have to go. And he's like, you're not going to stand at my side. She is a see you next
She's never
Tuesday.
satisfied. She's never satisfied.
No,
It's like she
she's
wants him
not.
to come to the US, but then
Yeah,
she doesn't want to go to Ethiopia to go to the visa interview to help him to
right.
come to the US. But then if he gets denied, then she's going to be mad because he can't come to the US. Well, bitch, you should have went to the interview.
She's difficult. And
Beyond
there's just way too
difficult.
much privilege there
Beyond
that's driving
difficult.
me crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so Victor and Ellie, this didn't look good on this episode.
No, it didn't.
At
It
first,
didn't.
it looked pretty fucking bad. These two are having it out, and it's about money, and they're
Mm-hmm.
both accusing each other of being about money. And
Yes.
the truth is, neither of them really is. Like, I
No.
don't really see her this way. She just understands how much money she has and how much she can spend.
Right.
And it feels like she's flexing to him.
Right.
But it is her money. It's difficult. Sometimes it's not good when one party has all the money.
And he has
Breeds.
pride. And he,
Right.
he has pride.
Yeah.
And, the guy just survived a category 5 hurricane
Right.
about
Calm
2 weeks
down.
ago, about
Right,
2 weeks ago.
exactly.
So it's like
Right.
he's a little on edge emotionally.
And
still,
broke, probably.
and
Super broke. Can't
super
work.
broke,
Right.
can't work.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
her talking about money is just putting him even more on edge because
Right.
he's thinking he's most likely already thinking about money, and her
Yeah.
talking about money is just making it worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And she's, been saying, well, the tourists are gone, and without them, we can't really make a good living. And he's like, we got by without them before. Tourism to Providencia is relatively new.
Right.
So I don't know. I think they're both right and both wrong,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice because the next day they both apologized and
Right,
owned their parts
exactly.
of it, which
Yeah.
was
And they
really,
yeah, they were like really adult about it, which is
yeah,
rare in this franchise, isn't it? Two
definitely.
couples
I have
being
felt that way
adults.
about these guys the whole time, that they like
Mm-hmm.
calmly talk things out for the most part. I see when they drink though, it doesn't, both times that they get like they're drinking, maybe a
Yes.
little belligerent. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
So maybe they should
So
stay away from alcohol.
maybe put
Maybe.
that bottle of Fireball away.
Yes.
Anyway, so they're making up, and I just thought he was so funny. She's like, I'm your biggest fan. And he's like, I know. You like my music, you like the cocktails I make, and if you need a haircut, you can come to me. I was like, suddenly I saw some of his charm because I've been
Yeah.
asking myself the last few episodes, why did he think this guy was cute? Well, suddenly he was cute again to me
Yeah.
when he did that. So, what about this proposal? He decides this would be the perfect time to propose to her with the seashell instead of a ring. He said he had a ring, but it got lost in the hurricane, and I don't believe him. Do you, do
I
you
don't
believe him?
believe him either.
I
I
don't
don't
think he
believe
had
him
a fucking
either.
ring. That's bullshit.
But I think that proposal was kind of cute
It was sweet.
as
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 opposed to the text
text
proposal we saw
proposal.
in
I was
Love
gonna
After
say
Lockup this
compared to the
week.
text proposal. If I had a choice
Not
between a
cute.
text proposal and Victor's proposal, I would take Victor's
Definitely
proposal.
Victor. Definitely. But also, I'd much rather marry Victor than that other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
But
she
that's another
says yes,
story.
but she hesitates so long. I was like, oh my God, she's going to
I
say
know.
no.
I thought she was gonna say no.
Right. Well, Mazel Tov. Happy for
Yes.
you. Hope it works out.
Congratulations.
Yes. Yes. All right. So let's move on to the couple that everyone loves, Kenny and Armando. I just feel like if you are not just like ready to cry on their wedding day, then you are fucking dead inside.
You
These
have a
guys
piece
are
of
so cute.
coal for your heart.
Yeah. You and the Grinch should get together because these guys are adorable.
Oh my God.
Is Truffles going to be in the wedding? Because we
I'm
open on
sure
them and then
I'm sure Truffles is gonna be the wedding.
I can't handle it.
Kenny is gonna dress Truffles up. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Just wow. Anyway, so then they talk about the fact that Kenny's kids are a little bit tripped out by the fact that they're talking
Mhm.
about adopting a baby. And, I think they're so sensitive to each other.
I think,
Like,
yeah, I think so.
Armando's really worried. He doesn't want Kenny to have bad things happening in his family because they're kind of jealous of,
Right.
jealous, but like,
Yeah.
worried
He
about
doesn't want
losing him forever
any
from,
resentment. He doesn't want any
right.
resentment
Yeah.
to build
Right.
up with
Right.
Kenny's children, that Armando was this guy that took
Right.
Kenny
Took him
away from
away.
right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And meanwhile, poor Armando's also having to worry about his dad coming to the wedding and seeing them kiss and stuff and feeling like, am I being disrespectful if we do that? And,
Right.
it
And
was,
then the first dance, he's like, I don't know where I'm gonna put my
oh my God. Did
hands.
you ever see that movie, Talladega Nights?
No, I did not.
Oh
No, I
my
did
God,
not.
because that's my favorite comedy, but you must watch it like immediately and
Okay.
then you'll come back on this because Will Ferrell is like he becomes famous and he's being interviewed for the first time and he just doesn't know. He's all, what should I do with my hands? And they're like, just leave your hands down. So he's doing this interview and his hands just keep coming up like this. Push him back down again. That's what it was reminding me of. But did you notice this? Like, so Kenny is talking Armando down
Right.
about all this stuff. And his voice lowers like an octave. And he's like, and just do what comes natural, baby. And his
Yeah, I
eyes are
know.
all seductive. And I was like, suddenly totally saw like what Armando saw in this man. Cause he turned hot. Like he had like bedroom eyes. He's all seductive. Did you notice that? Or was
Yes,
it
I
just
noticed
me?
that. No, I noticed that. I noticed that.
I was like, wow.
Like, go
They're so
Kenny.
cute.
Yep.
They're really good for each other.
Yes, they are. Yes,
And
they
I
are.
kind of feel like we should all try to, like, if you're considering being in a relationship, I feel like you should stack what you've got up next to Kenny and Armando. And if you think that that's like equivalent, go right ahead and get married. Otherwise, stop and think a little. Like
Yes.
our
I
next
totally
couple.
endorse that message.
Right? They're beautiful together.
They
Be
are
with
beautiful.
someone who brings out the best in you. And that's what I see with these guys. And having been married more than once, I can tell you right now that like the biggest indicator that someone is not right for you is that you bring out the worst in each other.
Yes, like this next couple.
Yeah. Corey and Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just want to say that the music on this episode was awesome, though. Do you pay attention? Like
Yes,
all the
I
little
do.
musical interludes, I'm all like, all these
Liana's jamming
drums
out to
in
the music.
Ecuador. Yeah, I did. So Corey is such a fucking loser. And I
Begging
don't
his
care if we
brother
piss
to
him off.
come to the wedding, and his brother's like,
No one likes you, Corey. No
hell
one.
to the
Not your
fucking no.
family. Evelyn hates you. Like, think about it.
Think about it, Corey.
You're doing something wrong. No one supports you. But I still would not go to Ecuador at that point in COVID.
No.
I don't think I would go right now.
No, I don't
They
think
just
so
got our
either.
mask mandate back. They just gave us our indoor mask mandate back again.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they feel like, are we keeping you up, Mary? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you are. Sorry.
Yeah, no, this shit's for real. I wouldn't go to Ecuador right now. Anyway, so it is sad. I really did actually feel bad for Corey that like he doesn't have one fucking person coming to the wedding for him.
Well, he would have one fucking person coming to the wedding, but Evelyn doesn't want him there.
Right, Raul.
Which we all
Didn't
know.
Raul sleep with Evelyn and they admitted it, right?
Yeah, supposedly that was the storyline.
Like
Raul
I
slept with
just feel
Evelyn.
like yeah, right. And then but so this time it was a different reason that she's mad at
Right.
Raul.
Right. Yeah, she's first of all, we all know that Raul only wants to go to the wedding so he could get paid for appearing in that episode.
You
Because
can't blame
every
a man for
episode
his
that he
hustle.
appears on, he
He's
gets
getting
paid
his
for.
hustle on. Ecuador is a
Okay.
poor country, it looks like, judging
Okay.
from the footage.
Number one.
Go, Raul,
Number
get that
two.
money, honey.
Okay, Evelyn is mad at him because Raul had the nerve to take Corey out to dinner with two chicks and post about it.
You're dead to her forever.
That's
now,
it.
Raul.
You're dead to her. You're dead
Over.
to her. You cross the godmother from Ecuador. You're dead to her because you know she has the power to ban people from
Everyone's
Ecuador.
fucking dead to her, okay?
Okay.
Corey's family, that's like the truth. That's why they don't want to come to the wedding because they hate her.
Yes.
And they don't want him to marry her because she's a fucking bitch.
But
like,
we keep forgetting.
There's no other way to
they're
say
already married. So what? Why is that?
That's true, right? Like, I guess
they're already fucking married.
Deal.
Please. Oh my God.
I know, but you forget when you're in your 20s or early 30s, like the marriage, the wedding itself feels like a big deal.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. And then it's, your family celebrating your love and all that stuff. But still, I think probably his family hates him at this point. Evelyn was rude and abusive. Do you remember when we first met them on the show?
Oh yes, and they showed the little flashback too. She's
bitchy to his family. Exactly. So, and she was really open about hating everything about. Doesn't he live in Oregon or Washington? I think
Washington.
Yeah,
Washington State.
so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
in
and
that probably in the same place where Mike lives.
yeah.
There's like a small corner of Washington that just only reality TV stars live there. Sort of like on My 600-Pound Life, whenever the people come down to Houston to live there while they're waiting for their surgery or after, they all live in the same apartment complex. Have you noticed that? If
Yeah.
you
Oh,
have
yes,
not
I
noticed
have.
that,
Yes,
pay
I have.
attention. They
Yes,
live in the same fucking apartment complex. It's just like a giant complex devoted to morbidly obese people who are patients of Dr. Nundarden. Anyway. Anyway, so Raul, he's gonna be at that wedding no matter what. He's pulling a
exactly.
Deontay
Because
on this.
he is going to show Evelyn that she cannot always have her way. She needs to grow
She
up.
should grow up. We all agree with you, Raul, but
Mm-hmm.
and I agree with him getting his hustle on. So
I have
good
to
for
say,
you.
you go and get that cash money, Raul.
Go get that money, baby. Go get it.
Go get it.
So now we move on to. I wish I could do like Indian music, but they're having tea outside, and I'm like, damn, I like that music and that teapot. That was a nice. It's so cute.
Yes.
It was like had tiny, tiny little flowers on it. I'm all about a dainty looking teapot. Yeah.
Can I just say one thing about Cement? He is a habitual liar.
Or to quote Angela Deem, he's an habitual liar. That's what she put on Instagram or Twitter, right?
TikTok.
Jojo is an habitual
Habitual
liar. If you don't
Facebook,
believe
actually,
me,
yes.
read about it in the obituaries. It says
Yes.
it right there.
Yes, it's in the
Habitual liar.
obituaries right there.
That one sentence says everything you ever need to know about Angela Deem. She's a
Yes.
dumb hick. I don't like it. Stay away from her, people. She's not a nice person.
I think we need to
Anyway,
chip in
but
and buy her
Submit,
Hooked on Phonics for Christmas.
yeah, exactly. And as far as Submit goes, he is another habitual liar, but he's
Yes.
also a pussy. He
Yes.
totally is in the Corey Rothenberger school of pussydom, except with his parents. He's not like whipped by Jenny.
First of all, they are having another family gathering, but Jenny is not allowed to come. Not
So
yet.
wrong.
Not
Just
yet.
rude.
So wrong.
Rude.
They've accepted her, but she's not allowed to come just yet.
Accepted.
Exactly. I'm like,
That's
what kind
bullshit.
of bullshit is that, first of all?
I find it to be
Okay.
bullshit. That's what I find.
Then,
yes.
You know, so she's like, well, they better get used to it because we filed our application to get married and we're going to be married in 30 days or less. And Submit's like, by the way, by the way,
about that little wedding thing.
Yeah. Since because I'm such a habitual liar, I'm going to let you know that I called the attorney to let him know to hold back on the application.
And she goes apoplectic.
She's like, what the fuck?
I know. She curses a lot when she's mad.
Yeah, she does.
She's like always saying fuck. It's super funny. But his actions were extremely shady.
Yes.
Like, but okay, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me 500,000 fucking times. Shame on you, Jenny. Yes, Walk away from the situation. This is a child. He's an habitual liar. Shady as fuck. He catfished you. I don't get any of it. I really, really don't. So she threatens to go back to the United States. But do you blame her?
No, I don't blame her.
She's gonna lose her visa.
And then he gets all mad and he's like, oh, don't threaten me with that. Stop threatening me. Blah, 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 blah. And then I love how his thing is always calm down. Calm down. You just told her the worst possible fucking thing you can tell her. And all you can say is you need to calm down. You need to calm down.
See, I feel like Submit is like walking destiny. It's like, how hard do you have to listen to the universe to realize it's telling you something?
Yes.
Jenny, he doesn't want to marry you, or he
No,
would.
no.
I don't know why he wants to live with you and not marry you. Like, maybe he's just wants to know he can get out of it. Like, what? Or he's just with her to be on TV. But they really seem like they were in love.
Yeah, no, they really seem like they were in love. I just think it's societal pressure. Plus, her age does have a lot to do with it.
I know it. I think he should have paused, but I think he should be honest about it. That's all.
Exactly. That's
I
all.
don't
Just
think
be
they should
fucking
get
honest.
married. I really don't. This is like a Harold and Maude situation.
Yes.
Google it
Yes.
if you don't know
Yes.
what I'm talking
Google
about.
it if
Just
you don't know
Google
what
it.
we're talking about.
Yeah, it's actually really, really funny, awesome movie. Harold and Maude,
Yes.
very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't yeah. So then she goes to the Hare Krishna temple to go hang with her
Yes,
homies
because
over
she needs
there.
some calmness after the news
Right.
that she got.
Yeah. And she's all Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. I'm like, is that how they tell you to do that shit? Don't they like chant it or anything? Yeah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Like in that movie Grease. That's how I picture it. I wanted to get up and dance, but I was so unimpressed. Anyway, so then this bitch, this very opinionated woman, because that lady was like getting her even more fired up.
And let me tell you, but she needed it. She needed it. And when
Yeah.
a peace and love Hare Krishna devotee is looking at you going, girl, you're getting played. Because that's basically what she was saying.
Right. But what is he getting out of it? Like,
he has somebody to take care of him. Somebody to take care of him. Somebody to have sex with.
You?
Yes,
sorry.
I mean, yeah, but you know that they are. Come on. I mean, please. And
I know, but like, can't Simic get laid some other way?
wasn't Jenny his first? He was a virgin, wasn't he?
He's a loser. That dude's a loser. He has no career prospects at all. Habitual liar.
Yes.
Not that great looking, although he does have sort of an oddly charming smile, even though his teeth are all crooked.
Yes.
Catfish.
Okay. Yes.
Big
Michael
baby.
Jones.
Mama's boy. Michael Jones. Like, yeah. Anyway, so the Hare Krishna buddy says go back to the United States. Then he'll have to make a very big decision on the day.
Yeah, he'll have no choice. He'll have no choice. Yeah.
Just so much bad judgment all around. That's really bottom line. Yeah. Anyway, so next week, Stephen and Alina. Yeah, exactly. Is there any good? The only good judgment that's happening in this entire show is Kenny and Armando at this point.
Our favorite couple in the whole wide world. Everybody else is like,
I know. You know what? Let everyone else go home and just have the Kenny and Armando show.
Exactly. Next episode, just dedicated entirely to their wedding.
Yeah. Let's have a Kenny and Armando wedding special. I am there for it.
I'm there for it too.
Sure. They're both the sweetest. Like, I love how they support each other and how open they are together. I do think Kenny, I don't know, if he was a woman, I would say he needs hormone therapy because a dude cries every 5 seconds.
I know.
He really cries a lot.
He is so sensitive. He cries more than I do.
That's what I'm saying, man. He cries more than a 15-year-old girl. I love him. I know. That's not even criticism. I have zero criticism of that man. And I honestly totally saw him in a new way this week. I was like, he's hot. Like, I thought he looked good, but like I didn't really see his sexy side. But this time I really did. Yeah. Anyway,
so next week we have the wedding of Kenny and Armando. And we have the cats are coming to Alina's wedding.
Are we going to see their wedding next week, do you think?
Probably, maybe. I feel like we're coming to the end.
Yeah, we could be. What episode is this? 13?
Yeah.
Ooh,
right? I feel like we're
Right.
coming to
We
the
probably
end.
have like maybe one, like two more.
Yeah,
Why
one or
doesn't
two.
TLC ever tell us where when the damn session
No, no,
seasons end? I
yeah,
can't speak.
I think we might be one or two left.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
So now apparently
Is,
Jenny and Submit are going to get married, and
okay,
they're going
I
to
didn't
tell
see
his
that
parents
in the
after,
next week on.
and the next week on. Jenny
I
was
don't know if I
telling
just stopped paying attention by that point. Oh my God, really?
yes, yes, Jenny was telling her sister-in-law that they're going to get married, but they're going to wait to tell the parents until after. And the sister-in-law is like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, so much bad judgment.
Yeah,
I
so
can't even
much bad
talk about it
judgment.
anymore. I'm not talking about this till next week.
That's
Okay.
it. Until next week, guys. Then we'll talk about more
Yeah.
bad judgment.
I'll talk about all the bad judgment. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you
Yes,
are indeed watching this, if you're not watching this, or if you're watching it but your friend's not, please tell them to come watch this and
yes,
click the subscribe button. Give us a
yes, right
like,
there. That button right there.
thumbs
Yes,
up, right,
yes,
right the
right there.
subscribe button.
Right there.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks everyone,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you back here next.